So it's pretty obvious in like a board game, for example. If you control the board, you control the game. You set the pace, you do everything. You have control over the entirety of it, whether it's a game or not. And that plays into the 31st law of power, the 48 laws of power by Robert Greene, which is to control the options. Now this one's pretty devious, and it's definitely a manipulation tactic. They use an example as the Ivan the Terrible literally realized at one point he had no control, and what he did was he left. He left, made a whole spectacle of it, left Moscow, went to a village, and everyone started freaking out, and there was starting to be riots and everything, and he literally said that, you know, the princes and everyone, all the upper class, they don't respect me, and they're trying to thwart me, so I abdicate my throne. There was so much turmoil at that time that they went to Ivan to beg him to come back, and he said, all right, well, I mean, I'll come back, but you have to give me total control of everything. So effectively he got rid of all the prince's powers and the religion, or the priests and all that stuff, and they opted for it. But it's because he made that power move, left, and people were desperate, and now he was able to control the board and control the options. Like, it's a very devious way to win, and pretty much saying that if you're able to control the options, you can make two options which both suit your needs and wants at the end of the day, but you make one look better. You're crazy, man. Just keep your trailer on the other side of the road. But like that, both serve your needs, but one is one that people would rather pick. It looks better, or they have no choice, so they have to pick the one that seems like crap, but like, I mean, it held a unified Russia in the example of Ivan the Terrible. Definitely have to watch out for getting into a situation like that and understand how people play power moves. Like, the best thing you can do just by listening to this law is recognizing that this is a thing and that people do things like this, and this is a tactic used to control the board. Because even people put you in like debt, for example, and it goes into like sunken cost fallacy, and they might not say it. Squirrel, dude, come on, get out of the road. Don't be crazy. You have to, like, you're in debt, and it's either you walk away without getting the debt paid, or you have to continue in this venture or whatever it is and continue dealing with that person in order for them to pay back the debt. Like, that person controls the pieces and they know it. Like, as much as scumbags as people are that just like borrow money and just never give it back, they're smart. Scammers, squatters, all those kinds of people, like scumbags, yeah. But they're not dumb. They know how to play the system. They know how to play the game. And honestly, this goes back to even just previous couple of laws of power ago. And like, if you could see my finger, I might put the link up here. But to just along the lines of plan to the end, this is one of those things that you have to see ahead of time, see before it even happens, and plan for it, and understand that there's a potentiality for this thing to happen. Because, like, unfortunately, in the example of what happened with Ivan the Terrible, like, once it happened, it was too late. They couldn't change it. It's either they continued to let Russia go into turmoil, or they gave Ivan the Terrible complete despotic power. And once they did that, because he was doing that beforehand, and that's why they didn't like him. But now that they agreed to it, they can't complain because they said yes to it. You know what I mean? So, like, they were stuck between a rock and a hard place, and they had to pick a quote-unquote lesser of two evils. And I mean, you could even see that in our politics right now. Our politics, meaning the United States, because, you know, that's where I'm at. We drive on the right, and not meaning correct, but the right side of the road. Land of the free, home of the brave, baby. Let's go. September 11th today. Fucking rest in peace. In the great state of New York. But yeah, stuck between a rock and a hard place, and that's one place you don't want to be. Like, And ultimately, the only way to circumvent this is to not get into a situation like that in the first place, which you need foresight for. But anyways, that's enough for me. If you don't know me, my name is Brendan. This is The Lost Tribe. If you like this content, please consider hitting that like button. Leave a comment down below what you think about this law. If you ever had to weasel your way out of a situation like this, if you used it, I mean, let me know. It is what it is. And if you've listened to my driving ramblings, hit that subscribe button, because clearly you like the content. Once again, Brendan, Lost Tribe. Peace out, Cub Scouts.